Today I'm at Phillips Park in a suburb of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we're going to do some ground penetrating radar with the Allegheny Chapter of the Society for Pennsylvania Archaeology. Well, it's kind of a rainy afternoon today, but we're going to press ahead with the project. And Dr. Jordan has brought out his ground penetrating radar. He's a professor at Youngstown State University. And this is a historic park that was very popular a little after 1900. So there was concessions and all kinds of amusement rides and so forth, but none of these things are visible on the surface today. And we're going to see if the ground penetrating radar, or GPR, is able to see some of the things that might be buried underneath the ground here.
And then the first thing that we do is we connect it through Bluetooth to our GPS unit. Go ahead and hit that GS.
Right there?
Yep. Okay, so this is the operating software here. That is of great contrast to the surrounding soil. So that could be, concrete, could be metal. We're looking at a slice, a depth slice around, it's like around half a meter or so down. Okay, we're collecting data. All at once to take over buildings or something of that nature. Yeah, that's why it's nice to have a second person, even a third person around. One to keep you on track, and one to watch the screen for interesting responses. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Tom Jordan. I'm a research professor at Youngstown State University and also work as a geophysicist with Key Environmental in Carnegie, Pennsylvania. Today we've collected a little ground penetrating radar data using this continuous wave device manufactured by a company called ProSec. It is equipped with multiple frequency transmitters that allows us to resolve items down to a couple centimeters in size to depths of about 1 meter, and then has an overall depth of investigation of about 3 to 4 meters below ground surface. It's equipped with a high accuracy global positioning system that has accuracies resolution down to about 1 to 2 centimeters horizontal, 3 to 4 centimeters vertical.
I've been a lifelong resident of Carrick, which is a neighborhood of the city of Pittsburgh, and took a great interest in Phillips Park, which I've lived right beside now for the last 54 years. And Phillips Park, actually, in doing some history and research on it, used to be an amusement park. It was called a trolley park right about between about 1895 and 1911. So it was quite an attraction. Actually, they had a roller coaster, merry-go-round, shooting gallery, fishing pond. They had a amphitheater they brought acts in from all over the country, and very, very, very popular. Got crowds as big as 10,000 one year for a 4th of July celebration. It was called a trolley park because the trolley company, the Pittsburgh Railways, built them to get the people out of the city, have a place for them to go and have picnics and what have you. So they were very, very popular. There was 4 or 5 of them around the city of Pittsburgh. Only one left now, and that's Kennywood Park, the big one. But I got interested in the 1970s, just kind of walking around here, and there were some surface artifacts, coins and vendors' badges, even bottles sticking up out of the ground. And just kind of put a little collection of that together. But then when I got involved in archaeology, kind of got out of that, and but started documenting the park itself and doing some history, and actually had it listed in 2022 as put in the database of Pennsylvania Archaeological sites. So quite excited about that. The park continues to thrive today. The amusement park closed around 1911. and it was turned into a borough park at that time, around 1914, and in 1916, Carrick was annexed by the city of Pittsburgh, and it became Carrick Park for a time, and now it's Phillips Park, named after John Phillips, who was quite active with the Boy Scouts in Pennsylvania and also with the Department of Forestry. So it's now Phillips Park. We have a big recreation center with a gym and weight rooms and workout rooms. We have classrooms for the kids. They have all kinds of activities for neighborhood kids and special ed. Also have a quite nice swimming pool, basketball courts, and tennis court, hockey, and playgrounds for the kids. So very nice place today. Still amusement taking place, just in a different way. Well, by the way, too, we do have a Frisbee golf course here, too, a disc golf course. So we're hoping to learn that one section down here, some teenager years ago found an area where we had a number of bottles that appear to be medicine bottles. And my concern since then, my wonder since then has been, was there something special there, or was it just a dump? Was it just a dump, or was it maybe a first aid station? Don't know. I haven't been able to find any diagrams of the amusement park itself that shows where buildings were or what was in the park, or any photographs of the park at that time. The closest thing we have so far is a photograph from the dedication of the park in 2016, which shows a piece of the roller coaster still remaining. It hadn't been taken down yet, but it wasn't being used for that at that point in time. So yeah, hope to learn a little bit about what might have been specifically right here in this section of the park.
So I've worked with the University of Buffalo's archaeological survey on a whole host of things, from underground railroad sites to Iroquois sites to Revolutionary War sites to cemetery sites where older graves are no longer marked, and we need some resolution as to where the older section ends and the newer section begins. So always interested in all kinds of aspects like this. For those who are involved in commercial applications, this equipment is you can rent this equipment. It rents for about $900 a week, and we'll come along and show you how to operate it and show you how to do interpretations as well. So very happy to help anyone who's interested in ground penetrating radar moving forward with it.
So that wraps up the field portion of the ground penetrating radar survey here at the park. Dr. Jordan now will have to go home and he'll analyze the data that's collected, and we'll have to wait and see what the maps look like. And then maybe we'll learn something that we didn't know before about what might be buried underneath the ground here at Phillips Park. As always, dig deeper.